I imported Dragon Quest Heroes 2 for Vita and thought I'd give my impressions after playing for around 3 hours. I haven't played the first Dragon Quest Heroes game or any of the RPG Dragon Quest games. Based on this one being developed by Omega Force, I thought it would just be a standard Dynasty Warrior style game. But really it feels more like an open world action RPG with the battle system of a Dynasty Warrior type game. As I mentioned, I haven't played any of the Dragon Quest games aside from Builders, which I love by the way, so I went into this with no knowledge of the story or characters. Which is absolutely fine because it's all in Japanese anyway and I don't have a clue what's happening. At the start of the game you can choose to play as the male or female character. There's a 20-minute tutorial to get familiar with the battle system before you face a large boss. After that you're let loose in an open environment where you can fight hordes of monsters, search for treasure or head over to the next story objective. The game looks great on Vita and runs really smoothly even with dozens of enemies on screen. Similar to Dynasty Warrior type games, the battle system is easy to learn, fun and intuitive. I've played a few Dynasty Warrior games and I tend to get bored of them after a few hours. I'm not far into Dragon Quest Heroes 2, but I like that this is more of an RPG with exploration that then swaps to Dynasty Warrior style maps and battles when you accept specific missions. I've been able to figure out some of the menus to enhance my character, and from what I've read online, the customization options are quite impressive. You can change your character from a standard warrior to a mage to a healer depending on your preference. You can also play online, although I haven't figured out how to unlock that yet. When you kill an enemy, there's a chance they'll drop a token that then allows you to summon that monster to help you, or if you kill one of the larger enemies, you can temporarily morph into them and smash the enemy. The music is great and made me start missing Dragon Quest Builders. The game's got some gorgeous looking CG cutscenes and I loved how colourful the game is on the Vita screen. So far I've only unlocked 2 areas, the woodland starting area and a desert environment. The game feels charming and bright, which is a nice change from some of the dark and gritty games I've been playing recently. Overall I'm really enjoying the game. I don't know if I'll get to finish it just because there are so many games coming out right now that I want to play, and not being able to understand the game does mean I can't enjoy the story. It feels like a real shame that it isn't being localized for the West because it runs so well on Vita. It would have been an excellent addition to the Western store. I realised that Square Enix has actually released quite a few big games on the Vita in the last year, like Dragon Quest Heroes, Dragon Quest Builders, I Am Setsuna, Saga Scarlet Grace, and World of Final Fantasy, but annoyingly most of those never made it to the Vita in the West. It can be expensive to import Dragon Quest Heroes 2, and it's worth bearing in mind that it will be coming to the PS4 and the Switch, but if you prefer gaming on your Vita and you like your action RPGs, then I think you'll have fun with Dragon Quest Heroes 2.